So if I talk about the core definition of probability, so probability is basically a numerical measure that quantifies uncertainty. So probability basically tells us how likely something is. Probability tells us how strongly we believe it will occur, and probability tells us how often we expect it to happen in the long run. So basically in probability, we will be quantifying these statements, like how likely something is. So there will be a numerical measure. How strongly we believe it will occur, there will be a numerical measure. We'll be quantifying it. So the quantification of uncertainty is what is probability is. How often we expect it to happen in the long run. Now, one very important thing you should know, because whenever we talk about probability, we think that we are doing some guess. But very important point, probability is not a guess. Rather, it is a number between 0 and 1 that carries meaning. Probability is not a guess. It's a mathematical science. It's the science of measuring uncertainty. It's the science of quantifying uncertainty. It's not a guess. This is very important. Now, if we talk about what probability quantifies, so probability quantifies likelihood. That is, likelihood means how plausible an outcome is given what we know. So basically, see, what we know is the prior knowledge. So here, what we know is the prior knowledge, which we already have. And likelihood means based on our prior knowledge or based on our belief, how plausible an outcome is based on our prior knowledge. That is the likelihood. We will discuss it in great detail when we will be discussing Bayesian inference, Bayesian probability, conditional probability. There, this will make more sense to you, likelihood. But now, like, it's very clear to you that what is likelihood? Likelihood means based on the information we already have, based on the knowledge we have, how plausible an outcome is. That is the likelihood. It's like a conditional probability. Then we have something called as belief. So belief means how confident we are based on evidence. So that is the belief. So how confident we are based on evidence. So with probability, we can quantify likelihood, we can quantify belief, and we can even quantify expectations of occurrences. And what is this expectation of an occurrence? How often we expect an event to happen over time. So here expectation of occurrence is like more of like frequency. We will be calculating the frequency, like how often we expect an event to happen over time, like over a period of time, how many times that particular event might occur. So it is like a frequency test probability, wherein we will be dealing with frequencies. But when we talk about likelihood, we talk about belief. It is more of like conditional probability, wherein we are basically like we have some evidence, and based on evidence, how confident we are. Confidence level we will measure based on a given evidence, like some event occurred, and that is the evidence. So given that event occurred, what is the probability that this event will occur? Like conditional probability. So with probability, we can quantify likelihood, we can quantify belief, we can quantify expectation of occurrence, like how often we expect an event to happen over time. If we look at the example of email spam prediction, now the output of this email spam prediction is something like this. It is probability of spam, probability of a spam email, and let us suppose if it is 0.87. So basically we quantified the spam, because we know that the output of a machine learning model is always uncertain. It is always a probability. So email spam prediction is a machine learning model, and the output of it, like we give it a email, and it is giving us the probability of that email to be a spam is 0.87. So here this 0.87, what it is telling, it's telling that there is an 87% chance the given email is spam. So whatever email we provided to the model, there is 87% chance that that email is spam. So we are quantifying the chance, because here 87% chance. So with this quantification we are able to do because of the probability.